live. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to Strength Circuits. My name is Sam, and I will be your coach for today's Strength Circuits class. Today, we are going to be doing exactly what we did on Monday. I think this will be better for you guys to adapt to the movements. So I'm going to do the same workout each week, so you're able to get comfortable with those movements, but I will still be switching it up every week so you guys can try out different things and choose what's best or what you like best for your body if you train outside of this class. But today, like Monday, we're going to be using a set of dumbbells. If you'd like to use your body weight, then you can, but I will be demonstrating with those. Also, be sure you have enough space. Do that area check. Make sure you're not going to hit anyone near you or around you or anything near you. Also, be sure that you have your water handy and turn that fan on if you'd like to. We're ready to get started with our warm-up. So whenever you're ready, stand on up, and we're going to start by doing some knee hugs. So bringing the knee into chest. Nice and steady, alternating side to side. Trying to find the balance on our one foot. Standing up nice and tall. Just giving our knee a big hug here. Next up, we're going to go back into bringing the heel to our glutes. Again, alternating sides. Bringing that foot straight back so our leg is nice and flat. Feeling the stretch in the quads and the back of the legs and our hamstrings as well. Next up, we're going to go into some high knees. Bringing the knees up high, pumping our arms, taking deep breaths. Our heart rate is going to get up here, engaging our core. 3, 2, and 1, into some butt kicks. Straight into it. Heel comes our glutes. Pumping the arms. Deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do some jumping jacks. Stepping up nice and high. Again, engaging our core. 3, 2, and 1. Slowing it down, we're going to do some cherry pickers with that elephant stretch. One foot is nice and flat, heel comes out. Slight bend in our knees. Starting back, we're going to scoop the ground to the ceiling. Alternate sides. Big inhale down, exhale to the ceiling. Make sure both feet or toes are pointing straight forward. Feeling this stretch in the back of our legs and in our glutes. One more on each side. Last one. Good job, guys. Next up, we're going to do some Frankensteins. So bringing that foot up to our fingers as high as we're comfortable, alternating sides. Deep breaths. Feeling the stretch in our legs and our hips. 3, 2, and 1. Next, coming down, we're going to kick that leg back now. So bringing the chest forward, tapping the ground, leg comes back, alternate sides. Taking deep breaths, controlling our bodies, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. Chest stays nice and open here. 3, 2, and last one. Alrighty, guys, next up, back with some arm circles. Stretching out the arms, shoulders, and the chest here. Starting back, palms facing outwards, fingertips up. Deep breath. And forward. Nice big circles. Feel the stretch in the upper back, shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Take that arm across. Alternate sides. Alrighty guys, next we're going to do some air squats. So getting into that squat position. Some body weight squats here. About 10 to 15 reps. And let's go. We're sitting back into our hips. Squeezing the glutes up. Nice and controlled. Trying to get as low as we can. Knees should stay with our toes here. Depending on how low that we get. Chest is nice and open. Remember to breathe. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze the glutes up. Give me 3, 2, and last one here. All the way up. Alrighty guys, that was our warm-up. Get some water if you need to. I'm going to turn my fan on, so turn your fan on if you'd like to as well. And we're about to get into our circuit. Grab some water. Alrighty. So we're going to get into our first movement of the circuit, which is going to be that narrow to wide squat with a calf raise here. The calf raise is optional. It'll just work our balance more and our calves and lower or in the back of our legs a bit more. So starting narrow, our feet are going to be directly under our hips. We're going to come down into our squat position. On the way up, having the option to go on our tippy toes for that calf raise. And then going into that wider position with our legs for a wide squat or sumo squat. And the calf raise again. So with that sequence, going from narrow to wide, 40 seconds here, calf raise is optional, weight is also optional. And let's go, 40 seconds down, up on the tippy toes with that calf raise. Being sure our feet stay parallel. Sitting back into our hips, so the chest is nice and open. Sitting back like we're going on the toilet. Knees shouldn't come too much past our toes. And remembering our breathing. We're inhaling down, exhaling into that calf raise. 15 more seconds here. Nice and controlled, going at whatever pace your body is comfortable with. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out. Alrighty guys, next up we're going to go into that deadlift to squat jump. So again, either body weight here or we can grab both or one of those weights. We're going to be going into that wide deadlift position. So feet should be in our normal squat position, about shoulder width or a bit wider here. We're going to hinge on our hips, siphon on our knees, deadlift down. Chest is open. On the way up, goblet, squat, jump, and back into that deadlift. 40 seconds here. The jump is optional. If you'd like to just come up like a normal squat, that is awesome as well. 40 seconds. And let's go. We're really nice and controlled down. Squeezing the glutes up. Squat, jump, and squeezing the glutes up again. Back to the deadlift. Remembering our breathing here. Big inhale down. Exhale up into that squat jump. Chest is nice and open. Back is flat. Give me 10 more seconds here. Being sure our feet stay in that squat position. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Next, we've got some upper body work and stability. So grabbing both weights again. We're going to be doing that curl to press, trying to challenge ourselves on one foot here. So single leg is optional. If we'd like to just bring those toes back for a little bit of support, that's an option as well. Or both feet flat is also an option. So choosing your option, weight is going to be facing outwards into our wrists. Elbows stay close to our torso, so not hanging out here, but nice and close, just moving those wrists and forearms. 20 seconds each leg if we're going single leg, starting right foot flat or left foot flat, and let's go. Curling with a bicep curl and up into an overhead press. So kind of that swimmer's press here as we rotate the wrist up into our overhead, rotating back for that bicep curl. We're nice and controlled here, focusing on our balance and controlling the weight in hand. Less than 10 seconds, we're going to switch feet. Deep breaths, guys. Look at that 6 points. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If we're up, control it. Back down. Are you switching onto that right foot flat, left foot up, or again, both feet flat? 20 seconds. And let's go. Bicep curl to the shoulders and overhead straight to the ceiling. Nice and controlled. Squeezing the biceps up and working the shoulders to the ceiling. About halfway there. Keeping that planted foot nice and flat. Toes can come down if we need to. Engaging the core as well. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Control it. Back down. Awesome job, guys. Next up, going back into our back work. So we're going to be doing some flies into the bent over row here. So again, using that set of dumbbells or any weight we have, we're going to be standing in that deadlift position. So feet directly under our hips, legs should be nice and straight. Siphon in our knees, we're going to hinge forward, keeping the chest open and leaning as far as we can towards the ground. We're going to go into a fly, so bringing the dumbbells outwards, and then a row, bringing the dumbbells straight into chest, elbows come straight back, and repeating this sequence. 40 seconds, nice firm grip on that weight, and let's go. Hinging forward, back nice and flat, fly, and squeeze the back into that row. Here we're working our back muscles. So trying our best to look straight down at the ground the whole time to keep the neck in line with our spine and tucking our hips inwards, bracing our core here. Halfway there. Remember to breathe. Deep breaths, feet should stay nice and flat. 10 seconds. Keeping a slight bend in our elbows here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing on up. Next, getting down onto the ground. We're going to go into some mountain climbers. So using those dumbbells for our hands, if we'd like to, it'll make it easier on our wrists. If not, palms are nice and flat. But being sure the wrists are underneath of our shoulders. We've got mountain climbers for 40 seconds straight, and then we've got a nice water break. So last movement here before our break, Give me all you've got. 40 seconds up in that plank. And let's go. Knee to elbow. Either nice and controlled, or we can run in place here. Either or, we should be looking straight down at the ground. Wrists stay under our shoulders. And core is tight. Deep breath, you're about halfway there. Working the lower and outer core and our cardio. 10 seconds. Woo! Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand on up. Woo! Stretch it out. Get some water and take some deep breaths. We've got a short break, and then we are going to go back into repeating those 5 movements. How are you guys feeling? Good? Take this time to check in with yourself, check in with your body. As always, listen to what you're feeling and either take it up a notch or take it down a notch for this next time around. About 10 more seconds. Take some deep breaths, grab your last sips of water, and we're going to get back into that narrow to wide squat with the calf raise. Alrighty, option of using weights or not here. If so, weights on shoulders or at chest. Starting with the narrow squat, legs are nice and straight. Then going into that wider sumo squat. 40 seconds. And let's go. We're sitting back into our hips. Feet stay flat until we get into that calf raise. So heels are on the ground nice and flat. Then lifting those heels up into the calf raise. Going at whatever pace our body is comfortable with. Working the lower body here. Remembering to breathe. Inhale down. Exhale up into the calf raise. Over halfway there. Chest is nice and open. Knees shouldn't come too far past our toes. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, you guys, next up going into that deadlift to goblet squat jump or just a goblet squat. So getting into that squat position, weight starts down or no weight is an option. 40 seconds, siphon in the knees, and let's go. Hinging down, nice and controlled. Quicker back up into the little squat jump. Back down, siphon in the knees. Squeezing our glutes every time we come up. And remembering our breathing here as well. Taking a nice deep breath down. And big exhale into that squat jump. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze the glutes up. Alrighty, next up we're going to go back into that single leg curl to press. 20 seconds each leg or 40 with both feet down, whatever you're comfortable with. Grabbing those weights, wrist facing outwards first, elbows tucked in. Starting on that left foot, 20 seconds, and let's go. Squeezing the biceps up and twisting those wrists for the overhead press. Not about speed here, it's about controlling our body, controlling our muscles, and controlling that weight in our hands. Here, working our stability, of course, our core stability, and working the biceps and shoulders. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Finish it out, nice and controlled. Alrighty, coming down to that right foot, straight into it. Let's go. Left foot up, or toes could be down, or nice and flat. Remembering our breathing, inhaling down, exhaling as we curl up and press during the work. 10 more seconds. You can do it, guys. Deep breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and finish the rest out, controlling the weight down. Awesome job, guys. Next up, we're gonna go back into those mountain climbers, and then we may do one more cardio, or if not, we'll cool it down. So back into those mountain climbers, wrists are directly under our shoulders, either on the weight, or our palms are nice and flat. 40 seconds here. You can do it, guys. If you need to slow it down, but keep it moving. Let's go. Knee to elbow. Nice and controlled. Or we can go quicker here if we'd like to. But focus on our core. Bracing it, feeling those muscles work. Keeping the back nice and flat. And either fingertips pressed down or firm grip on those weights. About halfway there. Remember to breathe, guys. We should be looking straight down so we don't strain our neck. 10 more seconds. Give me all you've got. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Woo! You guys want to do one more movement? I think we do. So just one more movement, and then we're going to cool it down. 40 seconds here. Taking that weight into the middle. We're taking an object in the middle. Don't hate me, but we've got some jump over burpees. Woo! Final 40 seconds here. Having that object or that imaginary object right here for either jumping or just stepping over, coming down into our burpee and back up. Either nice and controlled, or we can jump it out. Jumping down, jumping up, and jumping over. 40 final seconds here. Get into position, and let's go. We're down, all the way to the ground. Stepping or jumping over, and back down. Working all parts of our body here. The arms, the core, and the lower body. Also, our cardiovascular fitness. That heart rate should be getting up halfway there. You can do it, guys. Your final movement, and then we're going to cool it down. 10 seconds. Remember to breathe. We've got water after this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! How are you feeling? Get some water. Take some deep breaths. And we are going to cool it down now. Woo, hope you guys enjoyed that workout. Woo. Take some deep breaths. Get that object or that weight out of the way. And we're going to cool it down. Starting by standing up nice and tall. Some deep breaths in our mountain pose. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. Working on lowering the heart rate. One more. Big inhale and exhale. Next, separating our legs just a bit. We're going to hinge at the hips, leaning the chest forward and letting the arms just dangle. So putting all of that weight into our head and shoulders, arms, loosening up those muscles. Maybe reaching towards our toes. And when we're ready, standing back up, taking a seat down on the ground. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to reach towards our toes. Feeling the stretch in our back and in the hamstrings. Still taking nice deep breaths. We're going to sit up, bring both of the feet in for a butterfly. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthening our spine, opening up our chest, fluttering the knees downwards. Feeling the stretch in our inner thighs here. Taking the legs back out. We're going to cross one over the other. Elbow comes to knee. And we're going to twist. Feeling that rotational stretch in the upper back, spine, and also the stretch in our hips. Switching sides. Elbow comes across. And we're going to twist. Feeling the spine, back, and hip stretch. Rolling the wrist if we'd like. Back to center. We're going to stretch out our glutes and our hips. So laying back on the ground, knees come to a tabletop. We're going to cross the ankle over opposite knee and pulling in through our thigh towards our chest. Just slightly until we feel the glute and hip stretch. Having the option to roll the ankle out. Keeping the back nice and flat. And switching sides. Heel comes across and pulling in through our thigh towards the chest. Rolling out the ankle if we'd like. And sitting back up, flipping over onto our stomachs. We're going to have the hands a bit wider than shoulder width, pressing the fingertips down, laying the feet flat. We're going to extend the arms up into a cobra, opening up the chest, lengthening our neck and chin, and feeling the stretch in our core and our stomachs here. On our next big inhale, let's open the knees up and sitting back, exhaling into a child's pose. Reaching the fingertips out in front of us, feeling the stretch in the shoulders and in our back and our lats, and of course in our hips here. Taking a few more deep breaths. Taking this time to reflect on today's class, relax our bodies, maybe think about the things we're grateful for, think about the plans we have for the rest of the week, and getting our mindset ready to finish the week out strong. Whenever you are ready, you can come up, sitting crisscross applesauce, that is all I have for you guys this afternoon for this Strength Circuits class. Again, my name is Sam, and as always, I hope you guys really enjoyed today's workout. I wish you guys could leave me feedback, but unfortunately the comments are turned off. But if you have me on Instagram or would like to give me some feedback on my Instagram, my @ is just @SamanthaNath, which is just my name. So you can talk to me on there if you'd like to. Other than that, thank you guys so much for joining me this afternoon. Hopefully I see you tomorrow in my guts and butts. If not, hopefully I see you again on Monday, either virtual or in person in the studio at 1:15. And other than that, have an awesome rest of your Wednesday. The week is almost over, halfway there. Stay positive, stay strong, stay happy and healthy. As always, drink some water, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Thank you for joining me.